You know, after our loss to the Texans, the question kind of floats around what to do, what's the solution? And maybe it's time to shake things up, and maybe it's time to let go Mr. Burke. And I know this isn't the ideal solution, but it makes the most sense. And I know it's going to be met with harsh criticism, right? Especially since the Miami Dolphins are in the middle of their calendar season. To me, the answer is maybe to let go of Matt Burke. The Dolphins have played 7 games this season. And to be honest, there hasn't been a game where the defense actually won the game. There have been moments of brilliance, but those moments have been rare in nature and could be attributed to the actual skill player making a play on the ball. Which all leads to the question, what exactly has Matt Burke done during his tenure with the Miami Dolphins? Has Burke created a new scheme to offset his lack of stout nose tackles? Nope. Has Burke rolled coverage to make up for the lack of opposing presence opposite Xavier Howard? Nope. Has Burke made a difference since becoming the Miami Dolphins defensive coordinator? Nope. If you look at every game, I'll argue with you, beside the New York Jet game, the Dolphins have been giving up an opposing score on the first drive. That means whomever is coaching against Burke knows how to score against him. Teams usually script the first 15 plays as they have figured out how to attack the Dolphins. Additionally, the opposing offensive coordinator making the thing worse is when you start playing from behind, it limits the Dolphins' top 2 key players, Drake and Gore. I don't see how players can be this out of position and he still has a job. There hasn't even been a blitz that he called that has made a sack. You haven't had a sack in 2 straight games when we have guys like Quinn and Wake as our bookends. His lack of gameplay and recognition maybe is the reason for my post. I love the Dolphins, but this defense has always been one of our key strengths, and it's turning into a failure. Turning into a failure. Now, how do you, maybe the question, maybe I should be asking. There are instances, I know there are instances where the blown coverages were based on our players not recognizing or understanding their responsibility. To me, that leads to other questions. Other players or the plays giving up on Burke? Or did they not understand the game flow? Taking all that into consideration, the blueprint is out on how to expose the Miami Dolphins. Our front 4 isn't deep enough to support the run. We are talking about A and B gap runs. Anything to the outside, we are good. As long as our linebacker best quality is boundary and weak side help. That's our linebacker's best quality. With our current D-line rotation, the best and only way to stop A and B gap leading is to stop stunting. I don't know why Burke loves to call stunts. They don't work, and we need to close up the wide 9 approach as well. I mean, keep those plays for 3 and long, not 2 and 4. What can you say? I hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.